What if your next move is in plain sight? Now, I think we all have weeks where things progress, but they don't seem to progress as quickly as we would want them to. And this week is one of these weeks for me. I have this goal of mine to make one video every week, but quite frankly, I've been so busy the entire week dealing with the whole setup of what I want to do next that it's been very challenging to think of an original idea. What's been on my mind a lot lately is this whole notion of building something in public. While this sounds very cool and it's fascinating to watch people who have the courage to put themselves out there, it is quite a daunting task. Being so busy with all my things that I've been dealing with, setting up my new job, building a life here in Dubai, doing all of these things have made me think I should be vlogging this, but then again, I don't know if the results of that will be positive. I don't want to possibly expose myself. People I'm going to work with in the future don't necessarily want to be on a video. I don't know. I don't want to go into the first meeting telling them that I'm going to film this. This is all part of the challenge of building in public, I guess. But what does it really mean to build in public? That's something that I ask myself. Does it mean that I take a camera everywhere I go and I film everything I do? I don't necessarily want to be that person. But on the other hand, I want to document what I do. So there's a dilemma there that I haven't quite figured it out. The more I think about it and reflect on this dilemma, I'm like, this is exactly what it is. This is exactly the kind of struggle that I need to go through. For that reason, I'm taking you along today on a day out in Dubai. I'm meeting some old friends, some new friends, and just reflecting on this current state that I am in.
Gang shit, never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no one's human my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this haunting. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing.
So right now I'm at the Dar Al Masayaf Hotel. An old friend of mine is in town and I'm gonna just catch up quickly before I have to head into town for my next meeting. It's always nice. This is the benefit of Dubai. It's such a well-located city with so many people flying through or flying in and out. It's very transient, so it's great to catch people when they're popping in, popping out, you know, as you do.
They could never roll in my path, nothing like a stroll in the park. Never seen light straight thrown in the dark. Ever gleam bright with this token of art. Forever dream, ever green, even if the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set and now we roll in the R's. Jet set to me owning my path. Gang shit, never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no one's human my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this haunting. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own.
I'm actually currently involved in a project regarding a venture capital fund. This is very close to being completely official, but I don't quite want to break the news yet. This is, again, one of these struggles that you have when you're vlogging or filming, documenting your life. You want to talk about what you're currently doing, but you sort of have this hesitation because it's not clear, it's not 100%, 0.00% sure that it's going to go ahead. So I'm like quite hesitant. But on the other hand, I should just embrace the failure if it was to crumble at the last minute. I should just embrace it. This is extremely difficult. For me, it's extremely difficult to find the right balance, what feels right to me, and I'm discovering it as I go. Right, just had the second meeting of the day in Dubai Mall currently, and now heading to the third meeting. It's just always in and out and in and out, but that's how it is. All right, we are finally back home, back where we started this morning, and I wanted to give some further reflections. It was an extremely busy day. I think it's always quite stressful when you have so many meetings in different locations throughout town, because you then have to just go everywhere and find a parking everywhere and remember where you parked. But I'm not complaining. Something that I read recently is no gamble, no future, and I think this is quite fitting to what I'm trying to do here. Having moved out to Dubai just to be based here because stuff is going on here, especially if you compare it to Europe, or more specifically Germany. Things are not really happening there, and it's quite miserable, quite sad actually. But it's just the way it is. You gotta accept it, and nothing you can do really about it except making your own choices. It's a little bit like looking out one window instead of the other window. If you look out on this side, there might be a brick wall and you might think there is no way through, but then you look over there and you see that there's a road ahead of you, and you can just keep driving, keep going where you're going. But if you choose to focus on this brick wall that is to your left, well, that's not going to make you very happy. So it's a choice. Which window do you want to look out? And what's maybe the alternative? For me, I choose to look out forward. I choose to get a direction and keep moving. And I actively choose not to look at the alternative, even though it might be very convenient to just sit back and look to the left and just see this brick wall and complain about it. It's very easy. But it's also the lazy option. So I'll leave you with that, and thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.